Bobby's in the house.
Bobby.
Got this little duo for you right now. Talking about life, man. You know how it is. You got the good, you got the bad, the ugly, whatever, the pretty. Yeah. We about to sing for you, baby. 숲속을 지나 빛이 내리는 세상이
Sing it, Bobby.
나를 반겨주는 따뜻한 미소로 다가와 나의 눈을 띄워 상상의 날개를 달고서 끝없이 나다 yeah, yeah. Baby T
하늘의 조시
จะมองที่ปลายทางอยากเป็นอะไรถ้าอยากเป็นในสิ่งนั้นถามเลยว่าข้อแม้ของการเป็นศิลปินต้องทำอะไรมั่งแล้วถ้าต้องทำอะไรมั่งไอ้อาชีพไหนที่ทำให้เราได้สิ่งนั้น
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome on stage from Thailand, Narus and Samon Sri Mahakapo.
My name is Nuch, N-U-C-H. Bobby and I been in this business for 6.5 years now. And it reminds us one important thing. And it reminds us one important thing. It's about how lucky we are in this business so early in our lives. And it's an affirmation of our decision to take it seriously since day one. And here we are. So, the rest, my husband will be continue. And before I leave him with you guys tonight, I want to share you an important, simple, powerful idea. Would you think you can work 40 hours a week? Yes? Yes. Most of us more than that, right? What about 40 weeks a year. Yes? Yeah, right. And how about 40 years of the rest of your life? If you don't want to work 40 years for the rest of your life, pay attention. Pay attention to what he gonna say. Do today what others won't, so you can do tomorrow what others can. God bless. Thank you.
All right. That's my wife. Is she beautiful? Is she hot? She's been pretty hot since the first day I met her. You know what? I met my wife, Nuj, in the Amway business. And when you sign up with your upline, I'm sure they never tell you that you're gonna get a wife too. Maybe, you know, I don't know. All my life, I started this business 6.5 years ago. And my wife and I been doing this business full time, seriously, since day one, just like what she said. Okay, maybe can we turn the light on because I want to feel you. Yeah. Yeah, you please keep the light on like that, okay? We can see each other. We can feel the vibration. You know, this is one of my favorite national convention. Where did you get all this energy from? Huh? You know, there's a lot of things I want to say with you, but with limited time, let me start what I got to say to you. Since I get here, right, I flew out from Los Angeles and get another flight from Bangkok here to Kuala Lumpur. I only knew that I'm going to be speaking with the Malaysian leaders in a convention like this. I only knew that I'm going to be here and speaking with you, but I never know all of you personally. Some of you I know personally, only like 1 or 2 persons. But of course, in the morning, this morning, when I woke up, I also never thought that who am I going to meet? And you also never know that who is this guy from Thailand? Do you believe that everything happened for a reason? Do you? Do you believe that all the choices we made in this life bring us where we are now? Yes, it's just true. I started this business when I was 21. Let me hear the noise, all the noises you can make if you are below 30. Okay, I'm pretty sure some of you older than 30, let me hear the noise of the people above 30. You must be the same people, right? Amway is not about age. And I've seen a lot of young people like me. And Amway has been a business for young people since the beginning of this business. Rich and Jay started this business in the late 20s. And now they are in 80s. 50 years, 55 years almost. And here we are. And you know what? I come to Malaysia. This is my first official trip to Malaysia. I saw a lot of things that will change my life. I have seen the legend. You know what is the legend? Because when you started the business, Amway business in Thailand, if you started during my time, all the names you will hear in the tapes and CDs are strange names to Thai people. Chinese, Malaysian names like, you know, Jia Hua, Johnny Ui, Fu Ok Gia, Li Jing Gia, Peter Lee, Go Jungkook. I don't know who are they. Many names like Sonny Ho, Charlie C, so many names. And I don't know, I remember all these names and then I see them, right now in Thailand, Amway is almost 25 years. And my downline asked me, Bobby, my name is Bobby. And they asked, Bobby, are those people, the Malaysian people, do they really exist? I said, of course. And they asked me, have you ever seen them? I said, I never. And here we are, you are the greatest leaders of all times. Let me tell you one thing very important. We Thai people, our business in Thailand, of course, Thailand is now number 5th market in the whole world. And you know who is our upline? You guys. Because of some of the leaders back then, a lot of them, they sit over there, I'm sure, all the diamonds and above, and they just sacrifice something. They have belief, they have faith, and they went to Thailand, and they spent a lot of efforts and time back 25 years ago. And they never know that even now, this is 2011, how many lives those people have changed in Thailand. We have 1 million distributors and members in Thailand now. Dear Malaysian leaders, Thailand salute you. I signed up in Amway business in 2005, and I started Amway business during that time. I was born during the same year that Nakajima signed up in Amway business, 1982. So I was pretty young by the time I first started Amway business, but I'm sure a lot of you guys also started the business during that time. One thing I can share with you to make you understand more about what's awaiting for you is to ask you a question that, do you know that life is short? Do you know? Do you know that life got a lot to offer? Do you know that? Do you believe that life got so much to offer? What about this question? When do you plan to die? This is a funny question, right? Because everybody, eventually we will be gone, right? Are we? Are we? So some point in time, right? When I was in grade 9, I think it was about 15, I came up with my lifelong plan. And I look at myself, when I'm gonna die. So I don't know. So I think average lifespan for people, Thai guy in Thailand, so I say 75. Okay, I'm fine if I die 75. So I put in the paper, I'll die 75. If I live longer than 75, that's my profits. So I planned myself that I want to live until 75. If I live until 75, when I'm gonna succeed in my life? So I say to myself, okay, what about 25? If 25, I am successful, how many years I'm gonna be living a successful life? 50 years. So I say, okay, first, let's live until 75 or more. Second, do whatever it takes to become successful. So then, I start working since I was 16. All my life until today, I have to thank my dad, my mother. They've been so much to me. And they teach me all the things in the world that I am now. Thank you. So later on, as I went to Pennsylvania, and I spent my time 3 years in the United States. And I lived there, I worked there. All kind of jobs I can when I was 16. Because why? Because I want to be able to earn my own money. Have you ever, asked money from parents and they ask you for a reason why you need the money? Have you? Do you like that situation? To me, back then I say, I want to be able to make my own income. So I said, Dad, please give me the ticket. I want to go to America. Don't send me to school. I just want to work and earn some money. And then I went there and spent my time. And then I came back to Thailand and started working and also studying as an investment banker. So I was working for a big bank, American bank. Then, what happened with my life? I came across a book. I read a book about assets. And this book talked about Amway business. So funny thing, this represents a lot of us here. I have nobody call me up. Hi Bobby, are you free Tuesday night? I got some exciting business idea to show you. Nobody did that to me. So I saw in a book, I Google, and Amway shows up. Network marketing, Amway company. So I thought, Amway. Oh my gosh. Think about this. I was in college. That was year 2000, the millennium. Okay? I was growing up with Backstreet Boys songs. NSYNC. All those boy bands from, US and England. And then Amway. What do you think of Amway? Direct selling, right? And so funny thing, let me ask you, how many of you are the new people here? Can you please turn on the light, please? Let me see, how many of you are new people who come here for the first time? Please raise your hand, please. First time? Okay, so you are new people. What about leaders? Show me, confess that you are leaders already. Please, clap a big hand. Big hand, please, for leaders. Okay. When you were young, a lot of people ask you, right? Adult people ask you, hey Bobby, what you want to do when you grow up? Everybody asks you like that. What is the famous answer? I want to be a doctor. I want to be an engineer. I want to be a nurse. I want to be a policeman, right? Any of us ever think, I want to be crown ambassador when I grow up? You never have that answer, right? Same with me. I never have that answer. I never thought that I would do Amway. Amway is probably the last thing in my mind. But then I came across Amway. I chose not to listen to myself. I chose to listen to other people because I don't know what the heck Amway is. Then I emailed to Amway Thailand company, and the Amway Thailand staff called me up and recommend me a doctor, which is a diamond by that time. And this gentleman came to sponsor me. And I signed up with him when I was 19. And then I didn't do Amway business. I wasted 2 years. A lot of young people wasted a lot of time in Amway business. Because of what? I share you with mine. My story is that I wasted my time because I thought that there are something else in the whole world that can get exactly what Amway can give you. Right? But I was wrong. I think there's going to be some other thing easier than Amway. So I spent a lot of time doing something else. And at the end, I have around 2 million Thai baht in debt because of my business. Didn't become successful. Later on, when I was 21, then I came back to Amway and started Amway for the first time. So now it comes to the story. So the first year I signed up in Amway was 2005. And I told myself that if I want to do Amway business, the only reason I want to do this business is to become crown ambassador. Because why? I'm pretty sure a lot of us here, why we want to become 3% or 6%? We want to become successful in what we're doing. Because why? We're doing this business full time. Crown ambassador is only a beginning. So we have to finish it. So I planned to myself that, okay, I will finish this business. So I give myself 10 years. I was able to tell myself that I won't give up no matter what happens. Success or failure, it doesn't matter. 10 full years in this business. But the funny story is, the first year that I wanted to become Crown Ambassador, so I called my upline. During the counseling session, that I say, upline, I want to become Crown Ambassador this year. And my upline say, Bobby, are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. Why you want to succeed so fast? Because I want to, please, just tell me what to do. And my upline told me that, okay, wouldn't it be if 4 years become Crown Ambassador good for you? I say, okay, fine, but what about 1 year? So my upline, I know my upline, he want to pamper me. He didn't want me to fail. And he doesn't want me to disappoint, right? Because in the beginning, we thought Amway is so easy, right? Right? Yes, when somebody sponsors you to show you the Amway marketing plan, so easy. But when you actually start doing this business, what do you think? Oh, come on. It's not that easy. But I tell you what, if you get through those parts in Amway business, you will realize that Amway is that easy. It's pretty easy. But it takes time. I didn't know it takes time. I know I give myself 10 years, but I want to succeed as soon as possible. So first year, I became platinum. How about that? Setting up a goal of Crown Ambassadorship, but finally got a platinum. Too sad, right? So then, that's just the lesson I learned from my business in the early days. One thing I can share with you about building the business in the early stage. Remember, have you ever been 21 years old? Do you remember when you were 21 years old? Think about when you try to sponsor your friends. Do they understand easily? Nope. Even now, up to this moment, none of my friends doing the business with me. Up until this moment. No high school friends, no college friends, no colleague, nothing. I have to find somewhere else. When I started the business, another thing happened. I was young, right? And a lot of people say, how? This is a kid. He's not gonna take long. You know, I went to my mom's friend, right? And then I talked about the Amway business because my friend didn't listen to me. So I said, okay, don't worry, bring your mother. So I tried to sponsor and show the plan to a lot of people, but they don't understand what I'm doing. I'm starting to find out the necktie, to wear beard, to make myself look old, so that I can talk to people who understand me. So by I was 22, 23, I perhaps might be the oldest 23 years old in Thailand. But right now, I'm 29. I'm only 29 for 11 days. I'm 29, but I might be the youngest 29 years old in the whole world. Because of we fight that day. We fought the war. So I want to encourage all of you here that no matter what your friends say, it's just about the guts. The feeling inside why you want to do this business. Another thing I want to share. I remember that during the first 3 years, those years are the toughest in my Amway business life. First year I become platinum. Second year I become founder's platinum. And the third year I become founder's emerald. And the fourth year I become platinum in another country, which is the Philippines. And the fifth year, I become diamond in Thailand. And the sixth year, I become founder's diamond. And this year, which is the seventh year, we are going to qualify new executive diamond in Thailand. And also, a new platinum. New platinum in North America. So it's been like 6, almost 7 years. So I share you with this. I just want to make sure that you understand that success is it's not about what you're gonna get when you succeed. It's about what you do, what you trade off, what you sacrifice. And then you will see the fruits and the value of this business. So back to the first year. I was gold producer. I was driving home at night. Ask yourself, what kind of business in the whole world that gives you the feeling? You know, I was driving back home, right? And I don't know, I found nobody. I talked to a lot of people and still, you know, nobody really wanted to do the business with me. That night, I drove by the headquarters of Amway Thailand. And then I feel like, okay, why go home? Because there's no PV at home, right? Do you think so? So I say, okay, why go home early? So it's already like 2 a.m. So I say, okay, I know, I've been fighting so much. How many of you have been fighting so long? How many of you, let me hear your noise, you've been fighting so long? How many of you don't see the results that you want? How many of you? I understand you. And I want to encourage you that don't worry. Keep on fighting. You will see the result. I stopped by the Amway headquarters in Thailand and I walked through the water fountain, which is a big Amway logo, 2 a.m. And I parked my car so quiet. And I look at the Amway logo and I thought to myself, what the heck is this company? Why this company give us so much to think about? Have you ever dreamed about Amway business already, leaders? Has Amway ever got to your dreams at night when you dream? If you have Amway dreams, then you are on your way to success. You know, I asked, okay, you can give me a big hand, please. I ask myself, you know, I look at the Amway logo and I say, rich divorce, do you really know that we are suffering? Do you know that? You know, when we were fighting, right, we think of all kind of things. And today I want to tell you guys that you are not suffering. This is only an experiment. You will grow because you pass the experiment. There's no such thing as obstacles. It's only temporary problem. You have to get through. I'm not sure. I don't know what kind of problem you have when you build a business, but you have to fight because different person have different solution. But encourage you that since we are here, we are leaders, and a lot of us here are new people. No matter what happens to you, just want to make sure to you that Amway give us so much. I understand that. When I asked to myself, does rich divorce know that we are suffering? Now I got the answer. Amway know what we are going through. Do you know that Amway know what we are going through? That's why they prepare so much. They prepare everything for you. You will never know how your upline love you. You will never know how Amway love you until you become diamond, at least. So plan your life that you're going to put all your resources, all your goals, all your ultimate dreams into this business. And try to tell yourself every day that this is the last thing I'm going to do in my life. If you did that, I'm pretty sure we're all going to be in Founders Council. About a group in Thailand that we are building. At first, I remember the first year, I've been talking to many people. The first month I have 10 people sign up. Only 10 people sign up. And that's it, and nobody active. Even now, those 10 people. The first year, I have around 120 people sign up. Just average, not too much, not too little, full-time efforts. And nobody do the Amway business with me during my first year. The second year, I start finding out more people coming in. I remember in my second year, I have around 500 people in my group. That's the second year. Still never find any leaders. I think to myself, Are there going to be people like me? Gen Y. May I see the hand of Gen Y, please? Gen Y. Give me your hand, please. Gen X. Do you really believe that one day you will find people like you? Do you believe that? Or just because your upline told you to believe? There are going to be people like you, even crazier than you. Do you believe that? I'm sure my Malaysian upline, which is so many people, my Malaysian upline, I never met them. I'm sure when they left Thailand, they never know in 2005 Bobby gonna sign up. They never know that. The effort they put in 1989, early 1990s, still working in Thailand even now. And the business keeps expanding. So by sponsoring more people every day, getting to more people every day, that is the power of Amway. That's the effort that will continue to roll forever, no matter you live in this world or not. But this business will grow and go on forever. So third year is when I found my first leaders. Right now in our group, during the time, I was probably one of the youngest platinum. But now I'm a little older, 29 already. Next year I'm gonna be 30 years old. Last 2 years, I have one of my diamonds. He was 21 years old when he became diamond. I wanted to become diamond when I was 22, but I missed. I became diamond when I was 25 or something. But one day, your downline will show you that they can do your dream. When you have your downline that do your dream, you think you're very happy? Yes. And another one, he becomes diamond this year. He's only 26 years old. So do you believe now that people like you can succeed and not you alone? It's not about old or young. It's about yourself. It's about what you want. It's about who wants it the most. Right? So we all can do it, right? Just yay or yes? You all can do this business. Right now in my group, which is very small, and not big, only 6-7 years, I have around 70 platinums and above. These 70 platinum and above, the eldest platinum in my group is 33 years old. An average age of the platinum in the group is around 22. So that means not only you can do it, somebody else can also do it. And this is only the beginning. A lot of long way to go. I'm going to be living until 75. That means I'm going to be in Amway for another 40 years at least. A lot of things to do. Why don't we have a goal together? Make Malaysia the world's best place to do Amway. You know, I don't know how much time I got. During the early years when I started Amway business, I went to a house. There's a lady, an old lady, like an auntie. And I told her that Amway is American products from America. She said, "You liar." I said, "Why? Why you say I'm a liar?" "No, Amway is from Malaysia," they said. They said, "Oh, you know this, oh, Malaysian, you know, it's always tuck, 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 tuck." And they think that Amway product belongs to Malaysia because of Malaysian distributors. See that? I was so lucky to sign up in Amway in 2005. That's probably 17 years old. Amway was already 7 billion Thai baht, 700 million ringgit. When I signed up Amway, now Amway is 15 billion Thai baht, or around, I think it's around 1,500 ringgit, 1,500 million ringgit, double the size. By the time I signed up in Amway, there are already 200 diamonds in Thailand. you can still do it because this is a 35 years old experience. And the reason that my business becomes stronger and stronger because of the foundation that you guys gave us in Thailand 20 years ago. No reason, no doubt that Malaysia cannot do that 1 billion goal. You got everything. I spent time talking with the Crown Ambassadors yesterday, and I've seen one thing so spectacular, that all the volume of the Amway around the world, at least, the top 10, even though Malaysia is the number 9 in the top 10. But you know what? 5 out of 10 markets in the top 10 list are the downline of Malaysians. All right. So, from the point of view of a foreigner, to reflect back to you guys, your home country, so you will understand your true potential. And maybe next year, Malaysia gonna rock again, even harder, right? I don't know how much time do I have left. There was a couple months ago, there was a prospect in New York. He came to me and asked me, Bobby, how do you ever be sure that Amway gonna last? Because there's so many competitors, so many companies like Amway, and they say they're better than Amway. How are you sure that Amway is the best and it's gonna last? A lot of you new people here might ask the same question. What I want to share with you is this. There's a lot of companies that copy Amway products, they try to duplicate what we're doing. Some of them even try to copy our business model. Some of them try to modify. Some of them even try to copy the concept. And they always say they are better, they're quicker, they are newer. And most of the time we learn. A lot of them gone within the first 5 years. There's one thing in Amway that I want to share with you leaders and the new people. You see the vibration, the energy we have in this hall. There's a philosophy of Amway business. The philosophy that makes us feel like we want to become a better person. That's philosophy, that values. That is something that nobody can ever duplicate Amway. And that's what makes us last forever. One day, all of us will die, but the Amway will continue to live because the concept and the philosophy never dies. Make sure that you put the philosophy, the values into this business. And I'd like all of us here to think about one thing in common. Amway's been 50-something years. I didn't go to the 50th anniversary. I was Emerald by the time. So I had to look forward for the next, 60th anniversary. So we all here, young people, and a lot of people here in this hall, we are going to be the leaders of Amway world for the next 50 years. The Amway future is in our hands. And I'd like all of us to challenge ourselves and make Amway become a better Amway. Amway is best. It's best and the best. But can we make it even better? One last story I want to share before I leave. Have you ever been in an elevator? A lot of time you went into the elevator and there was some strangers, right? You remember? And you don't know those strangers in the elevator. Before I start Amway business, I was a kind of person who stayed quiet and don't look at nobody and try to look on my floors. And then when it gets to my floor, I just go out. Never even know who are they. But in Amway business, after I've been doing Amway business, now when I walk into the elevator, I see the people and I say hi, even though they don't say anything back. They look at my floors. Even they don't say anything back or no conversation. Then it gets to my floor, I walk out and I say, have a good one, bye-bye. This kind of thing I think happens to a lot of you once you start doing Amway business. And that is something remind us so much when we bring new people. What kind of business in the world? You bring new people to sit. And when they listen to the guest speaker and they clap their hands, we, the upline, feel so happy, right? Right? And when our downline or prospect pick up the phone and say, okay, I'll go, you are so happy, right? Why? When people just decided to come to the meeting, why we are so happy, like we never become happy before. Why we always have to act as an example. So Amway business forced us to become a better person, right? By giving you the freedom of choice. Since day one, you can choose what to do and what not to do. If you put this concept into your Amway business, make sure that you know what you're doing, and you understand, and you let the Amway business, let your upline, let the training change you and transform you to become a better person. And that's when you see the results in the Amway business. Lastly, the next 10 years of this business are going to be even more exciting than this. And I'm sure that Amway will go and grow beyond 10 billions and 20 billions US dollars because of us. And see you all in Founders Member, and let's become Crown Ambassador. Have a good one. Thank you very much.
Another round of applause to Founders Diamond